If you are looking for an Italian coastal hill town where you see the sea, you are in the right place. We are in Abruzzo, which is also known as
the Green Lung of Italy. And we have 4 properties in store for you today. 3 of them are well under 100,000 euros.
Here's a sneak peek of one of the properties.
Wow.
Look at those ceilings, Jamie wife.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm pretty excited. Can you tell? Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
Here's a look at what we're bringing to you today. 4 properties starting at 55,000 euros.
I see historic center, historic center, historic center, historic center. I see a pattern in Vasto. Wait till you see how beautiful this town is.
And where in Abruzzo is this gorgeous town located?
Ooh, look at this. That little knob right there. Why is that a knob?
It's a little knob.
You know why? Because it's a little hillside town looking over.
Love it.
Look at this. Ready? Wait for this. Down the coast. Look at this right here. Ooh. Yep. Okay, and you're up.
I can handle that.
You're up, so you have these views. I mean, come on.
Gorgeous.
This one's special. I am going to drink wine on the beach.
Yep, beach wine. And how do you get to Vasto? Abruzzo Airport is less than an hour away.
Very nice.
Love to see that.
Train stations. You have a train station in town, babe. Love that. Okay.
Perfecto.
What are we doing here?
All right. Let's pick our route, see if we can guess the same one.
Each other's route. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Milan.
Florence.
You said Florence last time.
Babe, I love you too much for that. Oh, we'll get it one of these years.
As expected, there are plenty of bus stops in town.
Love it. Okay, some very important need to knows. Look at this. Hospital and urgent care in this town.
Very nice.
It's very important.
Dentists, lots of tooth in town. There's got to be a full set of teeth in there.
There's 32 dentists in town, so 1 tooth for each tooth. 1 teeth for each tooth.
1 tooth for each teeth.
1 tooth for each teeth. Say that 20 times fast.
Doctors, plenty of doctors. I think it's safe to say everything you need is in this town.
That's right.
Blanket statement.
A+, yes, yes. Pharmacies everywhere. Look at that. On the Adriatic Sea, there we go.
Yep. Veterinarians for the Zozo and the Mau Mau. Plenty in town.
Woof.
We always have to take a minute to thank our amazing channel supporters. Bad Old Troll. We greatly appreciate the super thanks.
Thanks very much. And I've never said this in the history of this channel, but we love you guys. Jamie wife?
Yes, honey man.
Would you like to wander through this town?
I really, really would.
You know, I see a castle type thing right there.
This
I
one
want to check
looks
it out.
stunning.
Here we go.
Andiamo.
Look at this.
Wow, wow.
This is a very interesting town. I'm so excited about it. Right? There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of history.
This looks real nice.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. What is this, babe? What is this?
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
look at that.
That is stunning.
I mean, I'll drink wine up there if I can figure it out.
There's a little ristorante.
A little ristorante with some
alfresco dining for the Jamie wife.
And I see tree-lined streets right down the middle.
Yep.
Bus stop right there.
Love.
Was that a phone booth?
Oh, I missed it if it was.
Phone booth.
Look at all the shops and restaurants.
It's very new, fresh, and clean, too.
It is.
Okay.
Wow. Nice.
Parking everywhere.
There's lots going on here.
Public transportation, if you will.
You know, we like more of a sleepy-ish town, but this one has everything you need. So.
It does. It has a little bit of a sleepy feel to me. It doesn't seem too big. I don't feel like I'm in, you know, the middle of Manhattan or something.
Oh, well, no.
Okay. Well, babe, why did I go down the street?
I believe because we're about to go to the beach.
Look at this. Look at this view.
Wow.
What is that guy doing right there?
Oh, no.
Right there,
Car
right there.
trouble.
I don't know what's happening.
Car trouble. That's the worst.
Okay, guys, you ready?
Oh, my goodness.
Jamie wife.
Yes, honey man.
Would you like to wander through this first property with us? This one's beautiful.
I would. I absolutely would. I'm so excited.
Do you like the brick arch?
I do.
Do you like the mailbox?
Yes.
Do you like the HHT?
I absolutely do. Yep.
Very nice.
I like the doors too.
I could see myself waking up in the morning and coming out here And
Do
drinking
you have
some
clothes
coffee.
on? Because it's looking like you don't have clothes on.
I
when
don't
you do
know.
that.
I'm a partial nudist. I have to check the laws in this town. I don't know that right now, but I'll figure it out. Okay, open the door.
OMG.
Look at those ceilings, guys.
Wow.
Okay, 255,000 euro.
Oh, yeah. I think we got a little carried away.
Yeah, okay.
255,000 euros, about 298,000 US, 140 square meters, over 1,500 square feet, 3 bedroom, 1 bath. As a reminder, we are in the historic center.
That's right. I wanted to say one thing about this property before we get into it, okay? This one has original vaults from the 1300s, so I'm just saying, okay?
Love that.
Let's step inside.
Okay. Walk this way.
You and me, babe.
Hey, hey.
Okay, that's a nice bench right there.
It
It's
is.
not a bench, it's a
No.
sink. You can wash your feet
I
in
don't think
there.
it's a sink either, but
If you sit in it,
a
you
trough of some sort.
You can watch something else if you sit in that. Okay. This isn't the living room, this is an entry, this is your foyer.
Look at the wall and the ceiling.
Yes. What do the ceilings remind you of?
Oh my gosh, it reminds me of that home in Piedmont, one of
Yeah.
our very first properties.
Yeah.
Actually, our most viewed video.
That's right.
It was only 11 minutes back when we only did one property. It was only one.
Sorry, or you're
one
welcome.
wander, right?
Okay, let's see what else this house has to offer.
Oh, look at these ceilings.
Beautiful.
And they talk about how there's built-in furniture, so you can see in each corner
Yeah.
the built-in cabinets.
There it is.
Very nice.
Okay. Aircon alert.
Aircon alert.
Very nice. All right.
There's
would
a
you
pony wall.
Would you leave that pony wall? See, we know each other a little bit. We spend some
I
time
might
together.
leave that one.
Yeah.
I might leave that
Okay,
one.
because you can put you can put 6 bottles of wine on there. Okay.
I decorate.
Back up. You're sitting at a cute little dining table looking into that space. It feels nice. Look at the ceilings in this space.
Yep, they're
Ready?
beautiful.
Ready?
Oh, wow, that is a giant kitchen. You could leave the table. You don't have to ditch the table, but if you want to, you could bump it over
That's
and
right.
add an island. There's so much space in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
look at
nice.
the little niche.
Ooh, look at that.
Cute.
That is cute.
We also have heat throughout, which is great.
Okay, and you see this is a decent sized kitchen. I see a microwave. What do you never do in a microwave, Jamie wife?
Make pasta.
That's right. Good memory. Don't do it. Soggy. Okay. It's a good space.
It is.
That's a nice
And the other
backsplash.
picture, there was a curtain over
Yeah.
the top, so you could just add the curtain back.
Yep, there you go.
I love these ceilings.
Yeah, ceilings are great.
They're beautiful.
Sitting here, looking into the living room. Okay, there's some interesting things going on here, guys. Like this,
Oh.
for example.
Goodness.
This is different space. I'd probably make it the living room.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Right, if you don't need the dining, and if you do need the dining, I would recommend getting a larger table. 'Cause
That's
it
right.
looks a little silly.
Yeah, and a word of advice if I was your interior designer, what is that? Put an area rug over the white tile. It looks a little weird in there.
It does. It's out of place.
Okay, that's
But
area rug for some reason.
easily fixed with a rug.
Okay, look at that door over there.
Beautiful. I mean,
Okay.
these ceilings are exceptional.
Look at that.
Oh my
It's like I'm
gosh.
in a palace.
From the 1300s.
Woo!
What?
Very nice. Let's take a look out this window.
Ooh, we have a
Okay.
little garden space.
That's right. Very nice. Very
Okay,
pretty.
all right.
Look at this. Windows, light,
That's
ceilings.
a nice size room, and the ceilings just make it feel even more grand.
If you didn't have light in there with those ceilings, it would feel like you're in a cave. So they have tons of light. It
would.
works perfectly. I love it. Who wants to go upstairs?
I do.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Actual railing on the stairs, even at the top.
Yeah.
What is happening?
And how come it's so bright in that stairwell?
Look at that skylight.
Yeah.
Oh, another look at the storage, the built-in.
That's right.
That's
really
great.
Nice. Really nice. Mm-hmm. I'm into it. Okay. Here's the hallway. You know, the
Pretty
doors
doors.
are pretty. And let's check out a bedroom.
Another air conditioner. I
Okay.
like that a lot.
All of this stuff for $255. That's
Right.
nice. Okay. You know, there's storage. It's almost like an American closet.
Right? That's
Look at that.
great.
Built-in,
It's
beautiful.
So nice to have that, especially not. It's great if you get the wardrobe, but if it's built in like
Yeah.
that, it's very
You're all
nice.
set. It's not
I like
sticking
that.
out.
I like that light.
Okay. That's a big bathroom with a very
is.
cute bidet.
A bidet Carino.
Okay.
With heat in there as well.
And there's a skylight you can tell from
I was
up
going to
above.
say that is light and bright.
Okay.
I like the green.
A shower in there. I can picture Jamie in that shower. You know, I'm on the bidet doing stuff, and she's in there doing stuff. I put this
my.
one in here for you. Look how cute that is.
I know. I love it.
All right.
It's adorable.
Nice color.
It is.
Okay. This is a
Another
hallway.
built-in.
It's a hallway right there.
Little
Yeah.
storage.
Store some stuff. Very cute
They
touches.
put
in this
some
place.
wallpaper on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at these ceilings.
Yeah. Skylights
goodness.
galore.
This looks like a brand new room. Like the walls
Yeah.
look perfect.
Yeah.
And
Smooth, legit, ready to go.
Yep. Ooh,
Okay, this
look
is
at
interesting.
that door.
This is another space. This is the only picture we were able to get, but you have another living space up there.
What?
Okay, and this is how, and look at the ceilings in there, by the way.
Wow.
Okay, this is how you get to the
HHT, baby.
HHT, baby. So what, it's kind of an idyllic little Italian street view. I like it.
I like that a lot.
Your neighbor right over there is close enough that you could throw a bottle of wine across.
I mean, right there, you could probably just pass a glass of wine.
That's what I'm saying. So, very, very interesting place.
It is.
And here's another half bath, right?
Little water closet.
Yeah.
With a bidet canino.
It's clean. Yeah, that's a cute bidet right there.
So it's a 3, 1.5.
That's right.
They don't mention the water closet.
Okay.
That's great.
Here we are, walking down the street, see this place. You own it for $255,
Wow.
which is $298 US, 140 square meters, which is about 1,500 square feet, and
Yep.
it's a 3, 1.5.
And a half.
Okay, what
in
else?
the historic center.
Bingo.
Original vaults from the 1300s.
Yeah.
The sitting room, which I assume is that, I almost fell. That table.
You fell in love with me.
I did. The HHT, built-in furniture.
Yes.
Words hard again this week. Central heating system and double glazed windows.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Recently, as you may know, we started a new website called Premier Property Passport, where we deliver to you curated homes for sale throughout Europe directly into your inbox, and we are very excited for you guys to check it out.
But don't be concerned because we always have about half of the properties in Italy.
That's right.
Then a nice helping of France, Spain, Portugal, Greece, and some fun stuff in there too.
And there's 2 ways to enjoy it. One is a free weekly newsletter where you get 1 complimentary property per week to your inbox.
That is correct. Plus, you can sign up monthly or annually. We have introductory pricing right now, so check it out.
Here we are. We are at the first of 3 1-minute wanders, and this one is only 79,000 euro, which is how much Jamie wife?
About 92,000-ish. It is 100 square meters, about 1,100 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath in the historic center, like all of the properties we're featuring today.
Furnished.
Okay, it looks beautiful. Let's take a look-see. Look at the door, babe.
I like those tiles.
Yeah, tiles are cute. I like the green there, but the
You know, I
flowers
like the
around
door,
that,
too.
this is nice. Okay.
Okay.
It's right there, as you can see. Look at the arrows.
Cute
You have a
little-
little gate right there. And look at the ceilings.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Look at the vault.
Yeah.
Wow, pretty. I like the brick too. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. So this is very interesting space.
This is.
And I am into it very much.
Right? Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
I mean,
Ooh,
I'm
look at
actually,
all that.
Okay, look at what's this grate on the floor, babe? What is happening? See,
Oh, there's some fun stuff down there.
yeah, if Charlie's bad, he's locked down there. No drumsticks for you. Okay, go ahead.
A little dungeon area. Look at this.
Yeah. What about
This
that
is
mirror?
so unique. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the mirror.
A+.
I like it.
Okay.
So a little kitchenette.
Little kitchenette right there.
I see air conditioning.
Air con alert. Okay, let's go up these steps. Look at the brick on those steps.
Very pretty.
Okay. These pictures go. We don't control the order of these pictures,
No.
but that's nice. I like this. And here's your real kitchen. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's great.
You know, so you have a
You
little
have heat in
kitchenette
there,
down
too.
there, a little spot to.
Right, little dining area.
breakfast, and look at this.
This is a nice size room.
Okay, so you have bunk beds and this. Look at the ceilings.
So this would be a good Airbnb situation,
Yes,
probably.
for sure. And that's what's
Wow.
happening over here. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I love that. I love
know.
the tile. I love the brick
That's
and
fun.
the tile. That's smart.
It looks a little more Spain to me but it's still so pretty.
Yeah, that was a bathroom. Here's another bathroom. You have multiple. Look at this.
Oh.
Another bathroom. This
Yep.
bathroom is cool.
I love that
The stone
ceiling.
is great. You know.
They are bouncing all over the place.
Okay. Now we have a bedroom here.
Vasto.
Okay.
Little HHT.
Little HHT right there. We're gonna end it right here with a shot from the street.
Oh my goodness.
Give
Okay.
me the recap.
So to explain this one a little more too, these are 3 independent studios, so that's why it makes a really great Airbnb situation. Or if you have a big family, you can each have
Okay.
your own little space. So 79,000 euros, about 92,000-ish US, 100 square meters, 1,100 square feet, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. Each one has a bedroom and bathroom. In the historic center, furnished.
Yeah.
The storage room that we saw, which looks so cool. And HHT.
Those steps, those bricks, those tile, all those vaults, beautiful. Love
Yep,
it.
I love the stone.
100%.
If you love scrolling through Italian real estate listings and rearranging furniture in homes you don't own yet, you're among friends.
That's right. I was going to say, I brag about this quite a bit. We have never missed a Friday at 6 p.m.
Eastern time.
In over 2 years and 2 months or something.
Wow.
So please give us a subscribe.
And a like.
And a like. As we said, this town literally has everything you need, but let's take a deeper dive and see what we... Wait, what is that? Did you see that?
What?
Right there. San Biagio.
Oh,
Woo! Okay, let's zoom into that area. Babe, I have my own road. Look, oh man.
San
Welcome.
Biagio is all over Italy.
Welcome to Wandering with Wine, where my name is all over Italy. Okay, now let's take a look and see what this town has to offer.
You're a
okay,
goof.
watch this. Watch this. San Jamie, right there. Do you see? Oh, it doesn't say that.
No.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Oh.
Okay, we have everything. I see a beauty salon. I see a bar. I see
Lots of stuff.
hardware,
I see a gym.
gas stations.
There is. Look at that
pharmacies.
row of restaurants
Yeah,
and
look at
shops
this.
right there.
Look at
Let's
this.
look at that.
Woo!
There's everything you need here.
That's that main road
Little
we drove up
cafe,
in the Wander.
churches.
But this keeps going and going. Bed and breakfast. There's the hospital. Tennis. You have tennis. here.
Tennis, thank
Okay.
goodness.
Jamie was a plus tennis star in high school. Love it. Her backhand. Woo! Anyway, this town has everything you need. Welcome to the second of 3 1-minute wanders. This one is 50. You have to trim my ear hair, by the way. Can you guys see that? Yeah, there's some stuff going on. Okay. 59,000 euro. I don't
true
care.
Italian.
I love these people.
A true Italian.
Yeah. 69,000 US dollars for the Jamie wife, 120 meters. And look, this one is beautiful. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. I love it.
If I can see through the tears.
What do you think of this?
It's very cute. I like the paint color. I like the fireplace. I love that door.
You see that chair right there? Could you pluck my ears on that chair? Okay. Look at that door. It's beautiful. Okay, in all seriousness, this place is open and beautiful. No tearing. There's no crying on Wandering with Wine. Okay.
There's a dishwasher.
I like all this, right?
Right? It's different.
It's very Tatooine-y, you know? Luke was
does.
born by the fireplace over there.
It does have a little. I would need some railing on that
Yeah.
little ledge, but
Look how nice and open this living room is, okay?
it is. It's great.
This one has a storage room. This one is in the historic center, and I love that fireplace.
I like that fireplace.
Yeah.
It's very cozy here.
The downlight, so it's been modernized a little bit. It's
Right.
pretty. The floors are great.
It is.
You know?
It is nice.
I'm into it.
Very different.
Okay?
I like the brick right there.
Yeah. Sit there, drink some wine.
Little
tell
wood
stories.
storage.
Yeah.
Oh, tell stories by the fire?
Yeah, about how much you're special to me.
Oh.
Okay, so we
That
have
was a nice sized dining room, too.
Yeah, look
and
at
this
that.
is a
This-
pretty big space.
This is big and open.
Right.
Okay, now we go back here. This is
Wow.
interesting. Look at this space here. Okay? This goes and goes and goes.
Wow, it really does.
So you have some flexibility here. You can do some fun
You
things.
do. I mean, 59,000 euros, you could do a little renovation. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Storage room there.
Some storage or something
Look at that
else.
door.
Wow.
You know? So I'm just saying, there it is. Check it out.
The shutters up there are open too, so
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, 2-1 in historic center. You have a storage room, 59,000 euros, $69,000 US, 120 meters, 1291 square feet. So we're
Right.
talking about.
To be in the historic center for that money, you can make an offer depending on the renovations you want to do.
That's right.
I like it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
We always like to take a moment to acknowledge sweet comments we get each week. K. Stuart M. Look forward to watching your videos each Friday. Now my wife is joining me as well. I love that.
Me too.
You have to let us know your names because we love to know our family names.
Yep.
We are looking forward to moving to Italy soon, and your videos have certainly helped us see many regions.
That's great.
Perfect. You need to play some more music each week in your episodes. That's for this guy.
Okay, next week.
I
Next week.
truly enjoyed the episode with all the guitar riffs.
Thanks, bro.
Quite talented. Are
Thanks,
you
bro.
blushing?
Woo!
You're blushing. Thanks for all you do. Molto bene. Thank you for the sweet comment.
Yeah, we
appreciate it.
that for sure. Okay, Dave 45548. What a way to start the new year. Beautiful homes.
Thank you, Dave.
Salute to you
Salute,
guys.
guys.
We appreciate you.
Here we go. Let's talk about temps, baby. How hot we can be.
The beautiful Jamie wife is talking about temperature. The average high in the hottest month is 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what for our Celsius people?
29-ish degrees.
Okay, and the average low, it doesn't get too cold. It's a little chilly, 41 degrees Fahrenheit.
5-ish degrees for our Celsius people.
What do you think about the humidity, babe?
It's what I expected because you're by the water.
Yeah.
It's like when we lived in
Humid.
Florida.
A little humid.
Yep, muggy, oppressive, miserable. I don't like to see that,
Yeah.
but it's very small. It's small, and I expect it in the summer.
So get the one with AC, aircon alert. Okay.
Definitely needs some air
So
conditioning.
not too bad.
Mobile and internet, Verizon 5G and 4G.
Tim is back. Wintray, Iliad.
Vodafone.
5G, 4G Plus, and 4G. Tim is on top this week. He had the most coverage.
Tim likes the top. Okay, ready?
And
Say it.
Starlink is available all
Throughout
Italy.
Jamie wife.
Yes, honey man.
Does Amazon deliver?
Of course they do.
Okay, 1 to 4 day delivery for a Kinsler, okay? What is a Kinsler? A Kinsler is what I should have been wearing on our first date because Jamie was hotter than that ball of fire.
Oh my gosh.
1 to 4 day
1 to
delivery.
4 day delivery.
Are you ready with your fingers?
Yes.
Okay, welcome to the third of 3
Not ready.
1 minute wonders. This one is 55,000 euro, and it's very pretty.
It is. About 64,000-ish US, 80 square meters, 861 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath in the historic center.
I was gonna say, what is its general location?
In the
In
historic
the historic center. Okay, let's take a look. Here we go.
I
like
see
it already.
vault ceilings.
This one looks pretty new, fresh, and clean.
does. Light and bright.
Okay.
You have natural gas heating throughout.
I love the tattoo,
I mean,
tattooini vibe. in
These
this place,
vaults
too.
are
Yeah.
just
So
all
it's
over
pretty
the
cool.
place, right?
You know, with rounded ceilings like that, it also the sound is different in there. I like it. It's kind of calming and
You would know that.
enveloping. Okay, this kitchen is cute. Stairs out to the street.
Right? I'd
Nice.
reconfigure this space,
Yeah.
but you can at least see what you're working with,
Yeah, it's a pretty big open space,
It
I
is.
would say.
right?
Look at that. It's this way, it's this way, it's this
I
way.
know. It's
good.
unique.
Yeah.
This is probably, you could make this so great for a rental too.
Oh, yeah.
Part-time,
Yeah. I'm
and
into
then
it.
you could rent it out when you're not there.
This is one of the bedrooms. Okay?
Yep.
You have a door. You have a
Oh, you have a
bathroom.
tub.
You have a full-size tub.
Wow.
I can picture you floating in there, babe.
Floating. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound good.
Okay, and
Sounds like I'm unconscious.
no, babe, you were swimming. You're doing the float. Okay, there's the bedroom. Very nice. I like
Right?
it. Okay.
It could work.
This one's a 2-1, by the way.
Yes,
And
it
you
is.
have natural gas heating.
You do.
Okay.
I would do a little renovation in here, and it would be a perfect rental to be in town like that.
55,000 euro.
Yep, 64,000 US, 80 square meters, 861 square feet, 2-1 in historic center.
Natural
Gas heating.
Who wants to know the winner of the giveaway?
I do.
Okay, who is it?
It is John and Leona. Woohoo!
We got some Friday night heroes that won. We were very happy to see that. So if you can, send a carrier pigeon with your social security numbers and the date of your first kiss, and we'll get you guys set up.
Just send us a message on Facebook, or you can email us, whatever works.
That'll work, too.
Congratulations, guys. Love
Congrats.
you. All right, fam. That brings us to the end of our wander through Vasto in Abruzzo.
Thank you so much for joining us every Friday at 6 p.m.
Eastern time.
where we bring you the best of the best properties for sale in Italy. And I just wanted to say this. I bring up the Friday at 6 p.m. because if you go on for our premiere, you can chat with us and the whole fam, and we love it.
We do. Until next time, keep dreaming big and keep wandering with wine. Salute and bye.